Aging is a process of dehydration. And so I'm really big into hydration, and all of our products, hydration is a big focus for all of our body care products. And this one you can use on your face as well. The body salve I could go on and on about the body salve. It's this little secret that has so many amazing features and benefits.
Hi, I'm Melanie Barr. Welcome to the She Built It Experience with Melanie. You're here because you want to experience the life and business that you crave. Join me as I talk to women who have successfully built it, a career and business that they love. We dive into the topic of how they built it and talk about everything from having the courage to make career leaps to the details of how to lead effectively, create successful teams, implement strategies for growth, and infuse tech innovation. Magic happens when we focus on the part of ourselves and our business that brings us joy. So let's dive in. Shel Pink is the author of the book Slow Beauty and the Slow Beauty Journal Online. She is also the founder and visionary leader of the incredible global SPARITUal beauty brand. In 2004, you founded SPARITUal, a vegan beauty brand based on the rituals of slow beauty. Tell us more about SPARITUal and your belief behind the brand.
Thank you, Melanie. I'm really happy to be here with you. We launched this brand with the SPARITUal brand in 2004. And so the idea was to help people to lean into self-care. Our distribution strategy, it's loved and trusted and used in spas and high-end salons globally. It's like a professionally loved and trusted brand that use our product range in manicure, pedicure, and body care treatment services. What we're trying to reinforce is slowing down and taking care of yourself and leaning into self-care. And you can do that by going to a spa to get a professional treatment, but you can also bring the spa culture home. So we have a whole range of products that are for the professional, but then we have all of the products for our consumers that they can bring into their home, whether or not they go to a spa, that they can create this whole spa experience in the comfort of their own home. The philosophy behind the brand is Slow Beauty. I wrote a book on that by the same name. And it's just that whole idea of like slowing down and taking deep and meaningful care of ourselves. We live in this nutty 24/7 world. I was thinking about it driving into the office today. It's like mind-boggling how many choices we have now in the consumer goods space. And it's overwhelming. I developed this philosophy because I felt that I personally needed something. And I thought, if I need it, I know there's many other people that need it too. A stopgap, something that could help us set boundaries around this 24/7 lifestyle that we are all participating in. And it's always begging for our attention. And it isn't sustainable to be constantly responding and answering to that. My brand is all about helping people to slow down and take care of themselves and establish these rituals throughout the day and the week, the month, the season, to take good care and to be healthy and well.
It's such a good reminder. And I know a lot of women in the She Built It community love your products. I love your products. Tara Crimmin told me, I only go to this nail salon because they have SPARITUal. I hear that from a lot of people. And you're right. During COVID, I learned to do more self-care at home because we couldn't go out and do it outside of the home. When running a global brand with products sold all over the world, what do you think are the most important qualities in a leader when building teams and scaling your business?
Patience and excellent listening skills and being responsive instead of reactive, because things always come up unannounced.
Especially in today's world, like you mentioned.
Exactly. Tenacity has always been a key word for me, being tenacious and sticking with it. There's always ups and downs in businesses. I'm really into collaboration and being respectful to others and to the team and leading people in that way. And I like dialogue and conversation and communication.
And calm is such a big part of what you do. And I love how you bring that into business. And I'm sure your team appreciates that as well.
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite product or any new products that are coming out?
My favorite product of all time, I always joke about if I were stranded on a desert island somewhere, that old game that we played, I could not live without the SPARITUal body salve, the big professional tub size of it. That is something I use every single day. And it's a really hydrating, protective product for the skin. It's basically a solid oil that you can use all over your body, including your face. It's 100% nature derived. It has a high percentage of certified organic ingredients. It has a delicious, jojoba oil in it and shea butter, and it doesn't stain your clothes either. So you can use it daily after you get out of the shower. And so I do a whole, it's based on the Abhyanga, the Ayurvedic self-massage, and I do that daily. And then twice a day, I put it on my face. I cleanse before I go to bed, and I put it on my face and the neck area. And then immediately when I wake up in the morning, I rehydrate. Aging is a process of dehydration. And so I'm really big into hydration, and all of our products. Hydration is a big focus for all of our body care products. And this one you can use on your face as well. The body salve I could go on and on about the body salve. It's this little secret that has so many amazing features and benefits to it. So I would say that. And then our top sellers are all of our citrus cardamom range. So it's our hand salve and our hand serum, moisture balm, our foot balm. Those are our top sellers, that scent. I think mostly because it's very gender neutral, the citrus cardamom, and people love that kind of citrusy, spicy scent. Those are my faves. Of course, I love our nail polish, our colors. So much fun to look at them and to use them and change them on your nails for a manicure and pedicure. We're already slated for this whole year, and 2024 is super exciting too in terms of the color range. In April, we're launching a fragrance-free 4-ounce body oil. It's non-staining. And so that's going to be something for people who maybe they don't want a scent on something that they're putting all over their body. And maybe they don't like scent at all, or they, have a scent and they want to be able to layer that on without anything interfering with that. So we're doing a fragrance-free range this year also for people who prefer that.
And you have taught me so much about self-massage and inflammation and how that helps you in that way. And also hydration, like you said, and aging. I need to keep having that water and make sure that my skin is hydrated.
Yeah, exactly. My whole approach is nothing rigid about it or that there's too many steps. I approach it in a sense that what you're doing throughout the day should feel effortless, shouldn't feel like a chore or something, but there is a discipline around it. I stress this to my kids all the time because now they're teenagers and I have a son who's at college. You don't have your parents there to remind you of things and you have to take care of yourself. It shouldn't be a chore, but these should be kind of automatically incorporated throughout your day.
You are the author of the book Slow Beauty. When you were a child, years before holistic lifestyles became mainstream, your mother instilled in you the importance of an organic diet and the minimalization of toxin exposure within our environment. These are things we all think about today. How has that shaped your thinking and your life and career?
Majorly. Our upbringing shapes our whole perspective on how we live our life and how we express ourselves out into the world. My mom was pretty consistent with her expressions of health and wellness and sharing information with me. And she gave me an acute awareness of the environment and how it has an impact on you positively, negatively. She taught me at a young age how to read ingredients on skincare packaging, what to avoid, what's okay. I left home. I went to college. I was really passionate about, so I just kept looking into other things that were health related that I wanted to try, like meditation and yoga and Ayurveda. My mom put me on this path, and then I kind of forged my own path and my own interests based on the foundation that she gave me growing up. So when I had this opportunity to create a line, which ended up being SPARITUal, I had all of that passion for health and wellness and well-being and self-care. And I put all of that into the creation of the brand. And then later on, writing the book, which was originally blog posts and interviews. And then it turned into a whole book and a philosophy about beauty.
And you are teaching your kids as well. I think about that too, what our kids are putting in their bodies and reading labels. And it's great that you promote that. And I find myself Googling, what's a home remedy? What's a natural remedy before I go somewhere else?
Yes. Yeah, we have all that information at our fingertips.
How was the journey to becoming an author? Did you enjoy the writing and publishing process?
Yeah, it was actually really exciting. I have to say that whole process was probably one of the most exciting parts of my career and journey in life. I came up with the term slow beauty, and then I started speaking about it, and I had a lot of interviews about it, and people were really into it and excited. And someone connected me with a book agent. And when I first spoke with her, I said, I just don't know if this is a book. It could be several articles or blog posts or interviews. I'm not there yet with it as like a whole book. We stayed in touch and a few years went by and things just started solidifying around it. And I started seeing the vision of the sections could look like and the chapters, and it started clicking. We reconnected, the agents and I, and then things started moving pretty quickly after that. We put a proposal together and she pitched it out. Everything is timing in life. And I had interviews with several publishers, and then I had offers from 2 different publishers. And then I made a decision. And then I was really happy with Running Press, who published the book. They're a subsidiary of Hachette. It was exciting. It was a little daunting because writing, suddenly you're in your own world. But it took me about 9 months to write the book and then work with editors. I think the whole process was 18 months from the deal to getting it out in the marketplace. But I loved it. I'd love to do it again at some point in my life.
I know you will.
Process. Yeah. I don't know what I'd write about, but it was a really cool process.
When someone reads your book, what is one thing that you hope they take away from it?
That it's okay to slow down, to give yourself permission to slow down, because everybody is just on the go all the time. When I was growing up, life was slower. I think about my kids' generation, that they're digital natives. I think the pace that we're moving at is really nuts. We're seeing the effects of it, the rise of depression and anxiety and stress and obesity and people having trouble with sleep. And it's having an impact on all generations. But then there's the generations that don't know what it's like without all of that pressure on them. They're so plugged in all the time. That's the main takeaway from the book, is that people can give themselves permission to slow down and just get off that fast lane for a little while.
And that's something we all need. And I'll tell Elliot, I'll take away his technology and he'll say, but I'm bored, Mom. And I'll say, that's okay. That's actually a good thing. It's okay to be a little bored sometimes.
Yeah.
Magic happens when we focus on the part of our business and ourselves that brings us joy. What is one way that you make sure to find and live your joy each day?
Joy is a really critical word in my life. That's a thread in my book as well. And tapping into that. There was a time in my life, I didn't even know what that word was. And of course, I knew what the word joy is, but when I really connected with that word, I never let it go. And so every day to focus on something that is reminding me or bringing me joy. We all have good days and bad days, or good parts of the day or bad parts of the day. That is something important to hold on to and to find ways to bring joy into your life. Now, that could be, for me, being in nature. I make sure that I'm out walking in nature on a daily basis. It's meditation. I'm a long-term meditator. It's my self-care, using the body salve and the scents. It's connecting with friends. Travel. Everybody has their own experiences of joy. I do think it's important, though, to be intentional about what that joy is.
And I think you're right. I find myself asking myself, what will bring me joy today? We move so quickly. We have to stop and do that. Thank you for reminding us all to slow down and bring more joy into our life today. You have built an incredible global brand, and I hope everyone goes out and buys and reads Slow Beauty, because you will not regret it. Thank you for joining us today, Shel. Please tell us how and where we can find you.
So if you'd like to find the SPARITUal products, SPARITUal.com, it's all one word. So it's spa and ritual. We also are on Amazon. We're part of the Amazon luxury program. Blue Mercury, Von Maur department stores. We're at Metropolitan Market. We're at spas and salons. There's a spa locator on our site if you want to receive a professional spa ritual treatment. There's also slowbeauty.com is my website where you can get more information on Slow Beauty and understand the philosophy. And then, of course, you can buy my book, Slow Beauty, Rituals and Recipes to Nourish Your Body and Feed Your Soul, on Amazon.
Thank you for joining us today. I'd love to hear from you. Reach out to me at hello@shebuiltit.com, on our She Built It website, or at She Built It on social. Thank you to my editor, Rich Streffolino, who always makes us sound good. Until next time, let nothing stop you from experiencing the life and business that you crave.